All right. I love Twitch Studio Beta just for the. You're supposed to use this with your Twitch stream, but hey, guess whose internet sucks and she still can't really stream? This girl. Anyway, welcome back everybody to part 4 of Golden Sun. Yes, I'm still wearing the same outfit. No, it is a different day. It is the 28th of June. I just finished my live vlog, my daily vlog for today, so it proves that I'm just starting this today. But I wear the same thing to bed every, I want to say, couple days. Like this will last me till I want to say maybe Monday, unless I feel like changing tomorrow night. And like, okay, I'm gonna wear this for 3 days, and wear my other thing for 3 days, and I'll just wear like a t-shirt Monday night, sleep. But no, it'll be Sunday night actually because my mom's going to the laundromat Monday. That's right. Monday's laundry day this week because of the 4th. But anyway, let's get back into this. Now, if you remember last time, I lucked out completely and beat Sataris on my first shot, Trent on my first shot, and the only person that has died so far, if this was a Nuzlocke, he'd be gone, is Andy. So, yay! I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. But let's get into this. And if I remember right, we are in yeah, we're in Jan, I think. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to do some serious upgrading. So we have some coinage. We need to do some upgrades. We need to start with some armor upgrades because we need power. We need strength. God, we need everything at this point. All right, let's upgrade Andy. And now we start getting the better. See, this is the fun part. When you get to the other side of the river, you start getting the better moolah. Okay. Iron Shield. That. Oh, yeah. That takes my defense up big time. Yeah, I'll take that. And I'll take the game ticket. Let's see here. The platinum circlet, silver circlet. Now that's a 10-point boost on Andy, so that's definitely not a bad idea. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I know that let's see. There'll only be a 2-point rise. Yeah, 2-point raise, so no. Not worrying about that. That's a 7 though for you, so I should definitely get another one of those. Okay. And another game ticket for me. Armlet. Yep. Not a bad idea. Let's give it to Zenny. Alright. Bronze helm. That's only a 6-point boost, so I'm not really too concerned about that. And then the artifacts, if I remember right, was just the China dress. Yep. And the only one that can equip that is Zenny, of course, and it's only a 2-point boost. So, no. The only downside is that any items you buy in this are purely stat boosting. You do not see what they look like in it. It's just something that I kind of wish they would have included with this game is the ability to see what the items would look like, but you don't get that in this. And I'm kind of pissed. I am kind of pissed at that. And we have the empty bottle and the water of life. So we have nothing there. Can I get rid of some of this excess crap that I'm carrying? Yeah, we'll probably need those later on here. You can have the. No, I better hold on to those. Let's see here. You can have these. I don't want them. Sleep bombs do not work. Um, I like using those. We can't get rid of any story items. Healing. I keep forgetting we have that healing ring. Smoke bomb is a stupid thing to have because it never works half the time. Arctic blade, so I can get rid of the broadsword, which is not a bad idea. Leather armor is not a bad idea to ditch. Oh, and I can get rid of that stupid coat. Yeah, 300. Okay, there we go. All right, can't get rid of any. Nope, Shaman's Rod won't buy that. And nothing in there worth ditching, so we're good. All right, now, this is the fun part. I was kind of debating, did I want to go back and try my little theory out and gain some extra levels along the way, or do I want to keep moving forward? And honestly, I'm kind of debating on going backwards because I feel like that would be the better idea to go back a little bit. But at the same time, I don't really want to because that's a pain in the neck. And you can actually, once you cross the desert, we find out that the quote the devil bridge has been repaired. So I can just go back then. There, we'll just trigger this cutscene. No, I'm not Morpheus. I don't know Kung Fu. It's a fun fact. I did not save his sorry butt the first time I ever played this game on the Game Boy Advance. I did not save him. Sue, I did not save him. I actually left him. I left him, and I did. I left him. I was like, I was supposed to save him, wasn't I? Crap. But yeah, I ended up replaying the original Golden Sun game again to try to get a lot more of the items so I could transfer them all into the Lost Age. By the way, if you ever, ever play the Lost Age and you have data from the Golden Sun, like you have the cartridges yet, for the love of God, get yourself a link cable. Do not try that password screen. It is not worth your time and effort to try. I'm hoping I'll be able to do that with this game, to just like transfer it over virtually because there is a way to like link your systems. I'm hoping because I don't want to go through that again. That password was a nightmare. Yeah, hell have no fury like a woman scorned. So yeah. Oh yes, kung fu is the answer to all. See, look, I'll just embarrass all your butts a second time. Yes, the tree fell. But it's not key, you idiot. It's not key. It's not chi. I love how behind. I love how just below the river, south of the river, there's a bunch of people that teach you chi. Really? Yes, I am far smarter than all of you combined. Let's get that right. Uh huh. See, the downside is you need him to get out because there was either something to do in here or you needed to see the cutscene, which I think was mostly just the cutscene, which is stupid. And for good measure. One more, just for good measure. Ah, it doesn't work anymore. Yep, now it won't work anymore because it's the story part's over, so now it won't work anymore. Now I can't use my powers to bitch slap the tree into nothing. Yes, no, we're weak as kittens, lady. What do you think? Oh, for the love of God! All right, I'm trying to remember. As I had to come out of that forest, right? Oh no, I did come up. I forgot. I went to Fushin Temple. I'm gonna go backwards and see if I can't. Yeah, I was debating if. Sorry, let me rephrase it. I was debating if I want to go backwards, and then I'm like, no, because once I get through that stupid desert, then I'm good. Because once I get through the desert, then we're back onto our side of the world where we at least know. Except we're a little further south. We're closer to where Ivan grew up, which is Andy in this case. But yeah, it's a hit and miss thing, I guess. I was debating, do I want to go that way? Do I want to go? And then I was sort of thinking I should, I shouldn't, I should, I shouldn't. But yeah, I kind of figured against it then. And I just had to remind myself that I thought against it. So, because I'm not the smartest trans girl in the world. Have a taste of Ragnarok. By the way, I love this move. It's one of my favorites. If we ever get a Golden Sun anime, I demand that be Isaac's default attack is Ragnarok. Like that is the first thing he learns. All right, let's just finish this off. Vaporeal, I gotta upgrade that sword. I'm still using Vaporeal Slash, so I have got to upgrade that sword. Oh my god, that thing is pathetic. All right, and for the record, it took me like over a month to even get this far. All right, I know what to do. It's time to play. Can you guess where I'm going? I'm going to a temple I'm going to a place that is currently submerged in water. Why is it submerged in water? Because the inhabitants prayed to statues that came to life and tried to drown them all. Actually, it makes for that would make for a really good game. Actually, I would be all for that game. I think I know at least one other person that would probably love that game too. Okay, let's get this treasure chest. As I don't remember what's in it. Ooh, power bread. Wait, that. What did that do? Oh, maximum HP. Okay, whose HP is the lowest out of all of us? As if I had to ask that question. He's the most pathetic of us all. Okay, yeah, that's right. I can't do anything this way. I'll try seeing if there's a way to go from the north. I know there's not, but I'll try anyway. Oh, look, here's this, yeah, okay, it's Alton. That's the name of the... Okay, I actually won't need force until later, so I'm going to put move back on. No, I need to... There we go. Alright. This is the... I first came across this one on a Sunday, and I remember this part because I was like, what in the hell is this? And it's an entire city, an entire town, a village, completely submerged in water. Actually, I'm gonna go see this one because I remember kind of getting my butt handed to me by that statue. Unless I get better at this game, but I don't think I've gotten better. See, at least the inn is still functioning, so that's great. We can at least sleep. The inn's like high up, but everything else is currently underwater thanks to everything's underwater thanks to something, and you're gonna love seeing it. That. That thing right there is what has submerged this entire village. Hey, where are you going? We need to swap insurance info. Because we're going to take this down and we're going to get the quote frost. And the ironic part is, I could understand that if we needed the frost psi energy, um, like at any other point in this game before now, like before we got Mia's character, but you don't need it. And then when she joins your party, she already has it. So her having the, you getting the frost psi energy is stupid at this point. All right, it's go time. It's time to cook a bitch. The living statue. That is what this ugly thing was called. That's right, the living statue. I hate it already. I just remember this ugly statue. That's right. We now have access to Neptune. I bring forth granite. This is actually one of my favorites. They did this one better in Dark Dawn with the DS graphics. They really upgraded a lot of the summons. I still wish we would have had the fusion summons in this one. Okay, so Granite does better controlling now, but later on won't be that great. Because I just remember it having the weakest of the powers. But yeah, what was I talking about? I don't know, but I wish we would have had the fusion summons in this one because they had the better ones, but we would have had, weaker powers. Yeah, we would have had the better abilities with this because that would have given you more opportunity to deal in some damage if needed. And down goes the statue. And you get the Frost Jewel, which we don't need. We don't need the Frost Jewel because we already have someone with Frost on our team, but yet it's like, oh yeah, no. Well, what if she's like incapacitated? What do you mean incapacitated? She already has Frost. This isn't Pokemon where you lose the ability. So that's kind of making me wonder, is this the point that Arrow was supposed to exist? And there's supposed to be like an item for it. And since they cut that Psynergy from the game, they figured, oh, it's not worth it anymore, so they didn't do it. But now we're getting into the to the crux of this thing. This is going to be a bad omen. But let's see what we can do. I really wish we would have access to some better armor right now, but we need to empty out all the water threats first before we can do that. Oh, and we're gonna get. Oh, I got Quake Spear. Oh, this is a good. Okay, so I leveled up at a good time because now I have the better weapon. Now I have the better powers. Yeah, now I'm strong enough to start one-hitting your butts. All right. We're definitely gonna end up having to do like an entire video where I'm just grinding because the Kraken that we have to go up against on the ship, that thing kicked my ass for a good 2 weeks. In fact, to be same Sunday actually that I unlocked this area was when I got to the Kraken, and it took me like 2 weeks to beat the Kraken. Because once you're on the ship, you can't do any leveling up, so you're stuck with whatever powers you have. Oh, Master Fireball. Wait, am I only now at level 14? Oh my god. This is really pathetic, because I almost feel like I want to like restart this and see if there's a way I can gain more levels before Sataris and have a better battle. As I kind of feel like there is, but at the same time, I feel like there's a level cap that would stop that from happening. Oh, we got poisoned. All right, we gotta fix that. All right, it cures the poison. Fireball shot. Hopefully you'll learn something new. The fun part though is that um, so Tyler's class of character can actually learn Inferno, which is a really good fire move. And it's the same one that Zataris uses. And we end up getting royally screwed by it. But it is especially at the top of Venus Lighthouse, we get screwed by it because that's one of his go-to moves. That's one of his go-to moves is um, Fireball. It's called Inferno, and it is his go-to move. All right, I'm coming for you. Let's see here. All right, this is the part that I hate. All right. Eh, they're not that strong when you gang up on them. They definitely can give you some decent EXP, but it's still a pain in the ass. All right. Granite out first. Get forwards to increase our attack. Some resistance up. And let's see if we can't put it to sleep. That way we'll at least get some of the boring Dingeon out of the way. Well, save for Granite. Granite's pretty cool. Nope, didn't fall asleep. Damn. All right. All right. I'm going to hit you with Flint and Fever. Let's boost it with Agility. See if we can't lower its attack. Alright, so it's wrapped in Delusion, so that's good. See, I can't use Quartz because it'll just revive it down to allies, so I can actually use Ramses then. I didn't get to see this animation yet. I know what it looks like, but I didn't get to see it yet in this playthrough. I don't think we got to see Atlantia either, but this is actually one of my favorites too. It's the hail of arrows. It's ironic. So you go from the Jupiter Dingeon just showing up, blasting at the ground, to hail of arrows, to a bird in a twister with arrows, to Thor, the god of goddamn thunder. Yeah, I still like how Ramses looked better in Dark Dawn than it did in this game. Hey, the water's finally subsiding. Isn't that great? All right, let's get out of here. Yep, that's right. Just has to get out and dab. It's like, yep, I'm good. I know it. Oh, okay, yeah, we can't do this yet until we have lift. That's right. We need lift, and we won't get lift for a while yet. And yes, you can actually use different elements other than your own. I try not to from time to time, but you sometimes don't have a choice. Yeah, I forgot we can't do that until we get the lift. Until we get the lift gem, we can't do that one. That's right. I forgot. I forgot that I need to lift Psy-Energy for me to do that. Yeah, I did forget about the squids though in this game. So for those of you that ever played The Lost Age, the only time we really get to explore the inside of Pierce's ship is when it's docked, either at one of two places. The first one is right when we first get the ship, and second is when we're close to the Jupiter Lighthouse. And that's when we finally get to investigate like the inside of the ship again. Because at that point, you're supposed to come back later on with a different psi energy in order to essentially drain the water out that came in because of the boss you had to fight in there. And yeah, you just get something cool from it. There's like a hidden something or other in there, but it's still cool. But anyway, these okay, so they were called calamari. Well, that's technically a type of squid, so yeah, calamari, it's squid. All right, I want to see how much and if we got enough so that I can start buying some armor because we're going to need some upgrades. Betting the weapon shop's still buried. Oh, but of course, the armor shop is fine. Can I just say how much I hate the fact that no, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna say completely and totally freaking quiet on this. All right, let's upgrade some weaponry here. All right, give me 20 of those. Oh, iron helm's an upgrade. Oh, I can't carry anymore. Oh yeah, I can't. Crap. All right, let me get rid of my elixir. Yeah, the only thing that's the thing that bothers me. It's the only decent artifact left. Fur coat isn't an artifact. Hey, that's really freaking cool. That isn't an artifact. Really, it's not an artifact. Hmm. Why do I kind of want to call bullshit? Like, you still have a wooden cap. Oh, I have to definitely upgrade that on Zenny. Oh my god. All right, I just canceled that game ticket. That's fine. I'll end up getting another one. I am almost certain of it. Was this the weapon guy in here? Nope. Ah, tell me the weapons are still buried underwater. I want to get weapons. I need to get weaponry. Oh god, it is buried underwater yet. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Oh, yeah, all the good weapons are still buried. All right, there we go. Oh, in case anyone's wondering, I'm not planning on doing the RNG um trick to get the weapon, the really good weapon in Venus Lighthouse, because I don't have to keep restarting this thing over and over. I mean, I might if I feel good, I might do it. But I also have to look up how to do it again. I only did it one time, and it was not easy to do. It was a massive pain in the neck. Yeah, so pulling your weight, Andy. Ah, crap. Magician's Storm Ray. Yeah. And the sad thing is, I remember this is exactly how it happened the first time I played this game. Okay, I'm back in here again. I can't be in here because this doesn't work. Alright, let me use retreat so I don't end up getting my butt kicked again. Alright. I only have 80 psi energy points. That's pathetic. See, when I get the lore cap, it'll make things a lot easier because that allows you to. Yep, there we go. It's drained now. Because that allows you to get more monster encounters, and it's really helpful if you need to level up. Just that until you actually get the damn thing, you are just stuck at the randomness that the game gives it to you. And the game sure loves giving it to you. Right in the butt. It's what in the butt. From the makers of South Park. Because that was where I got that joke, by the way. It's what in the butt. You're that what my asshole kid, aren't you? No, it's what in the butt, sir. It's what in the butt, sir. My friend Sean, I have a friend. My friend Sean's like huge into South Park. He and I every Wednesday morning from when we were in tech school, we would talk about South Park. Sorry, no, every Thursday morning. I'd watch the new episode on a Wednesday night, and Thursday morning we would literally talk about it. Because I'm like, yeah, it was a really good episode, or I didn't really like this that much, but yeah, we would do that every Thursday. Oh, calamar. I still like my idea. It's calamari. It's squid. Of course, you're not eating it, nor should you. It's probably very dangerous for your health. Like these massive encounters are dangerous to my health. Storm Ray and then Tundra. See, I like how Andy has more psi energy points, but also is the weakest. And yet Jess, who's the stronger of the group, has the least amount of psi energy points maxed, which is no, I think no, I think Tyler might actually have worse. Still sucks, but yeah. I knew I did that, right? Get out and dab. So you get out, you gotta get out. Yeah. You gotta dab. The fact that I just said you have to dab, think I need to I think I need to officially have my cool card revoked. My cool card needs to be revoked immediately, please. Because I literally did that. Like, yeah, yeah. No, you don't dab. No, there is no dabbing. No dabbing allowed. All right. At least if we get two different psi energy going at the same time, we might be able to stand a chance. It's a mimic. Yep. I'm not gonna lie. The first time that ever happened to me, it scared the living crap out of me. That freaking mimic just like popped up, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die here. I'm like freaking out that I'm gonna get attacked by this mimic. I was like really freaking out and really terrified, and oh my god. Wait, no, no, the mimics are usually susceptible to sleep. Well, some are. Yes. All right, now we're talking. Oh, and what the attack that the mimic used, what that would do is basically return your stat to normal. So what I'm just having Breeze do now would have been returned to normal. Oh, that was great. Lasted one turn. Wow. This is like piss poor Pokemon rules, isn't it? I only have those two, so I had no choice but to use Kieran. I mean, I could use Zephyr, boost her speed and go for Procane. And Fizz would definitely help with poor Andy here, who's probably going to die again. Well, if he dies, I can actually use Quartz. Well, that's the only downside, though. The Dingeon recovery is really pathetic. It may or may not recover. Like, it may or may not revive somebody that dies, which is just horrible. Because that's the whole point of why you're using it is to revive somebody. It's like, oh yeah, it had no effect. I will not. I will not lie. The amount of times that has happened to me and just flat out pissed me off because of it. Because it's like, oh yeah, no, yeah, it doesn't work that way. Like, what do you mean it doesn't work that way? Oh, it doesn't give enough power. You can't revive them. Like, why? It's like I actually think I narrowed it down to like either a 15 to 25% chance it'll work. And it's really pathetic that it's that low. Alright, because I want to save on some psi energy points, I'm just going to use these. Because we're now at the point of the game where I think the herbs are effectively worthless. Alright, let's go down. It's time to get down with a clown. Alright, I knew there was something I had to do here. Oh, but you need the frost psi energy. So let's give you this little frost jewel to use for the psi. Why? I once again ask you. Because I don't need frost psi energy. Especially when somebody already has it. Here, I'll just give it to you. Hey, does that mean that it's double effective now? You have double frost? No, it's still frost because you already had it. It's just supposed to be used by somebody else, and it's just stupid. Oh, well, it's going to be useful for, you to use now. Great. And why? Why, I wish to know stupidly, because I don't think that there's a right answer anywhere that would make a lick of sense. Alright, I need to kill these squid and fast. Let's go Quake, let's go Fire, Plasma, and Tundra. Kill these things in quick. Really wish I could get my chair down here. Like I had a spot for my chair because sitting on this ball, while it's helping my core, it is really hurting my back. Oh my god, is it hurting my back? And yes, I am tired from work today. I had a long day at work. An 8-hour shift on my feet all day. That's what I needed to do. I knew there was I knew there's a reason I could be down here. Ah, Bone Fighter. Great. But yeah, I had a long day at work. I'm tired, I'm sleepy, but I'm still doing this. Because you have to, if you want to do something really good, or you want people to take you seriously, you got to do it as often as you can, even when you're exhausted and tired. Yes, God knows I'm tired right now. Tired of work. I'm tired of doing closing shifts all the time. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm finally getting to play some Golden Sun again. This just takes me back to in high school. I had I had what was essentially the Legacy of Goku 3, but it was Boo's Fury, which is what it was called. It wasn't called Legacy of Goku 3, which for obvious reasons, it's probably a good thing that it wasn't called Legacy of Goku 3. I think there's a switch somewhere I have to flip because oh yeah, so it should be right up here. Because otherwise it's just gonna have me go in a different direction that I don't need to go in. But yeah, so the game was supposed to come out. I swear it said um this particular date, and it was out like a month early, and I was like $10 short, and I had to borrow $10 from my mom. So I remember giving her a nice big hug in the middle of the game section at Walmart, and the lady that was around goes, "Oh well, your teenage child just hugged you. They must be getting something they really want." Yeah, a game that wasn't supposed to come out for a week or a month, and it's out early. 'Cause I don't remember the exact date it was supposed to come out. I just remember it wasn't. Oh yeah, if I want to get that treasure chest, I need to have it go that way. That's right. There's a treasure chest over there. Oh, I'll go back for it then. But damn it, that's gonna make me. All right, I'll just go back for it. But yeah, so when I was in high school, I got Blues Fury, and I was really excited for it because it was. It seemed really good. I liked the idea of it, and yeah, I played the crap out of that game. But when I was in school, like I got that on a Sunday, and I go to school that Monday. I remember sitting. I was in 10th grade. I remember sitting in um, it was World Cultures, and I'm basically like, I want to go home and play my game right now. I could not focus the rest of the day. because I had World Cultures seventh period. I forgot I brought water in here for me to drink. Holy crap! Holy crap! I forgot I brought water in. But I couldn't focus. Like I had World Culture seventh period. I could not focus because I just wanted to go and I wanted to go home and play my game. I wanted to play my game so bad. And that's what it's like now when I'm like playing this tonight and last night because I didn't go to bed till almost 2 a.m. Can't do that though tonight because I will be making this is like the only thing I'm going to be getting done tonight because I have to. Oh, Dragon Shield. Hell, that's mine. Oh, it takes you up what? 7. Yep, 7. We're the only two that can equip it. So yeah, I'm just going to equip it. Screw the Iron Shield. But yeah, so can't do till 2 a.m. tonight because I have to be at work at noon. And noon to yeah, so I'm basically going to be getting ready for work at 10:30 in the morning. So I'm not even going to be eating lunch tomorrow. I'm not going to get anything to eat till I get home if I'm lucky. And that's provided I don't have to pull a 10-hour shift because my coworker decides, "Oh, I'm not going to come in today because I don't feel like it." Which I get the feeling he's going to do. I'm still getting that vibe that he's going to call the hell off tomorrow. And I'm going to be stuck in there for I'm going to be stuck in there for 10 hours. And well, 10 hours total, but essentially 8 hours alone and 10 hours total. And at that point, I will be livid. I will be lividly pissed at that point because I am tired of this crap. Like this is the main reason why I want a better job is I'm sick and tired of this. 'Cause I know he's gonna do that to me. I know he's gonna do that to me because just some reason I'm like thinking in my head, okay, there's stuff that I need to do. Like I need to take some pictures and some stuff. I'll record a couple of videos. I need to get some pictures for OnlyFans. I need to get some pictures for Patreon, for Kofi, but I can't exactly do that. And then in the back of my mind, oh yeah, because he's not gonna show up for work tomorrow, and I'm gonna get screwed again. I'm tired of getting screwed by him. I'm tired of getting screwed over at this job. But, all right, other side. I just want to read your mind. I want to know what's going on in your head. Open up to me and tell me what's wrong. Are you okay? Do you need do you need something? Because I feel like you need something. Like a swift kick in the butt. I'm not gonna lie, I do. Um I did not think about granite being yeah, okay, see, this is what I mean by now it's barely given any damage. Because I remember granite now granted when I first got it later on in like the first time I played, I ended up getting it way past when I was supposed to get it. And it was like barely it was blocking some of the stuff, but it was not doing a good job of it, basically. No, no, no. I know what I'm doing here. Flint. Flint, the little navvy. Flint, the time detective. You cannot tell me you did not get that joke. Somebody out there got that joke. One of the like 10 people that are probably watching this video right now got that joke. Flint, the time detective. For those of you that ever watched Fox, I think it was the Fox box. Yeah, for those of you that ever watched the Fox box. And see if we try doing this, like, try summoning insert thing here, but there was not enough Dingeon on standby. Which really sucks when you get like later in the game, and even well, I shouldn't say later in this game. In the Lost Age, the enemies can actually drain your Dingeon. Like they can just wipe them out. Yeah, I think out of all the summons from the Golden Sun games, I do like Atlantia, Judgment, Catastrophe. I like Charon a lot better than Iris. I'm sorry, because the first time I ever um, played the Lost Age, I was not able to get into the Animal Sanicum. Or sorry, I wasn't able to get into the really lower area, and the only one I could have then was Catastrophe. Because I remember setting up my team of Dingeon. I'm not even joking about this. I set up my team so that the primary members, which was Felix, Jenna, Sheba, and Piers, had essentially all of the Dingeon to deal some massive damage. Save for I also had enough. I had enough built up basically to deal damage and take out at least one of the heads of Doom Dragon. And I was kind of shocked that it worked. I wasn't expecting it to work, but it worked. But then there's also the holy crap! It worked. I think I unleashed catastrophe 3 times. But yeah, did catastrophe help out a lot in that game. But then when I got Iris and Chiron, the Pile of the River Styx, basically is that one. All of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, this is a lot easier now. But at the same time, it was a lot harder. So there was a decent trade-off. I will admit that there was a decent trade-off. It wasn't a good trade-off, mind you, but there was a decent trade-off. But yeah, it it definitely took a lot of getting used to, um, especially dealing with the just everything in general. But it took a lot of getting used to that. But as far as like the summons go, especially in this game series, Judgment's one of my favorites. Catastrophe, Zangan, without a doubt, I loved Zangan's transformation. That was one of my favorites. Was Zangan. So Zangan, uh, there's another one. A lot of them were the fusion summons I really liked. Uh, oh god, it's gonna drive me batty. It's gonna drive me batty because I know it, and I'm gonna have to look it up. All right, I actually have to look that up. Hold on, I gotta look that up. Hold on. It's gonna drive me nuts, and I'm gonna sit here thinking about it the entire time, and I'm gonna screw something up because of it. I gotta look that up because it's gonna drive me nuts. It's gonna drive me batty. It's gonna drive me nuts until I know. I gotta look it up quick. And I don't have the internet set up on my tablet or on my gaming PC, except to get into Twitch Studio Beta. Which, by the way, Twitch, if people are using this to just record video, could you have it so they can just access it offline without having to go online? Because I can't do Twitch with my internet connection. You kind of made that obvious that I can't. I'm trying though, but you've made that obvious I can't. Okay. Summons from the Golden Sun universe. Here we go. Okay, Venus. All right, so yeah, Judgment was one of my favorites, without a doubt. Borealis was one of the weaker ones. Thor was okay, but I did like Atlantia and Proxine a little more. Meteor was just meh, so to speak. But the Lost Age Zangan was one of my favorites, hands down. Oh, Megara was the other one. It's the one that drops like two swords. It got really good in Dark Dawn. They gave like a lot of these upgrades. Eclipse. Oh, I loved Eclipse. Daedalus was a good one. Azula was okay, but not great, but okay. Catastrophe obviously took 3 Mars Dungeon, 5 Jupiter Dungeon to launch that baby, and did it destroy stuff. It was beautiful. Alright, Dark Dawn. Most of the summons were the same in Dark Dawn now. Yeah, Chrysalix is the only like new one for Dark Dawn, but most of the other ones were still the same. So they had the rest of them. But yeah, Eclipse I liked. Zangan was one of my favorite summons though in the game. Oh my god, I loved Zangan. Though I will admit I liked the upgraded version that we got from the Lost Age, or not from Dark Dawn, because that looked so much better, so much cooler. Because it just was. It was so much cooler. Because it was 3D. It's sitting on a throne. It's just kind of like, okay, I've had enough of sitting here. Like, wills a portal, grabs its axe, sprouts wings, and takes off right into the portal. I'm like, yes. It's like, I'm not even gonna. I was like, I'm not arguing this. Yes. I loved that. Oh, did I love that fight? That summon in Dark Dawn just tickled my fancy, and I'm like, yep, this is it. This is the best part ever. All right, so what we got here? We have some new. I don't want to actually get it. Cyanergy Rod. Probably good for one of you. Ooh, could practically almost. Yeah, but then I lose the Blessed Ock, though. Though for little Andy here would definitely be a massive upgrade. For Zenny, it's more of a 18-point boost, and this is a. And that's way better for you, actually. So, looks like we're losing the Witch's Wand, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll take the game ticket. Why not? Alright. Goodbye, Witch's Wand. Which is ironic. I thought we had two of those. I thought Zenny had one when I first ran into her. So obviously, oh, I can upgrade to a non-specialty weapon. So the non-specialty weapon is stronger than the actual specialty weapon. So I can get rid of my Elven Rapier for a Claymore, which is 4,000 coins. I have enough for one. It's a Battle Rapier. A Battle Rapier is stronger. What the hell? The Battle Rapier is stronger than my Elven Rapier. 69, 69. Can I officially say how hurt I am by this? Alright, so it's either lose my Elven Rapier for a better weapon going into the final boss battle of this section, or keep my Elven Rapier and say screw it. I feel like if I take that, the well, even the axe makes me stronger. That's even sadder! Oh, alright, I'll upgrade it. I was gonna say, I think the elves would be upset with me if I just, like, disregarded it, but yeah, it's an okay weapon for how long you get it. But yeah, you're gonna have to swap that thing out because you're not gonna have the power. It doesn't hold on to its strength long. All right, Alton Peak. Here we go again. That's we need lift. That's how we get out of this place. For now, we need to. Hey, we're getting stronger. Either that or I'm going blind faster. All right, go down this way. Ah, just once I like to go through and not get random enemy attack, but kicker is all right, so I went to school for web design, and this is actually a fun thing. So I figured out how a lot of these RPG games worked with how their um RNG worked to a point, at least when it came to random encounters. And it worked out really well figuring it out for Pokemon, and it works out with this game too. Especially the overview, it works out really well. So what it basically boils down to is you essentially have a grid. So this is all a grid. And the part that you're walking on is one square. Now you can go like diagonal, so you're just going diagonally across another square, but it still puts you on like that grid. So just imagine a piece of grid paper, and you're just on one square. Now it's doing calculations quickly as you're moving around. So it's like randomly picking a number between, let's say, 1 and 5. If it lands on 5, 5 is enemy. And that's basically what it is. Yeah. Come on, Jessica, talk. So that is what it basically boils down to, is you're essentially going through and triggering a random moment, so to speak. But yes, I kind of figured out how this worked for these games. It's like every time you step on a square, it would basically say, okay, so you're on square, let's say 13. And square 13 might be I run. Yes, okay. Square 13 might not have an enemy there. So it's going to say, okay, do you want to engage in battle? No? Okay. Why don't you want to engage in battle? Because I don't have a choice to. I don't have a reason to. There's really no reason for me to engage in battle. But that's the general gist of it. And it works out really well to tell that this is a similar to the Pokemon thing, based off of how you're seeing the character moves and how you can only do, like, let's say certain movements. Like I can only move that stone pillar one direction, which tells me that this is essentially the only direction I can move it. It's either up, down, or left and right. So it makes sense. Does that mean that I'm okay with it? And no, because it makes it easier. It's not as blatantly easy to see as, say, it is in Pokemon. In this game, it's a lot more difficult because the background and the background that you're walking on blends in so well. and it doesn't look like a grid. But on Pokemon, you can tell it's a grid. You can tell it's a grid system. But in this game, you can't tell it's a grid system because it's blended in so well. I forgot I brought in water to drink. Stay hydrated. Okay. Bust out the tundra. Well, at least the upside is I'm gaining more money. Okay, I think that's what takes me out of this nightmare. So yeah, no, not ready to do that yet. Ugh, damn it. They smell blood in the water. They know. They know I'm not immortal. They smell blood in the water. Why are you not fighting us with everything you've got? One antidote. Alright, don't move. I'll cure you, you idiot. That was my last antidote. That was my last antidote too. And you? I don't want to use your. Oh. Alright. I'm just gonna use Zenny's power. Zenny's the white mage anyway, so. But like I said, this is definitely a game that you could get all your friends together one weekend and have just literally have a Golden Sun like playthrough day. Will not lie, I would definitely do it and just have whoever is unfortunate enough to play as I want to say maybe it triggers it this way. Yes. And just have whoever's unfortunate enough to end up playing as Jenna or Jenna's character be the one that basically puts in the commands and everybody else. So you need like you can have like 5 friends, and just have whoever puts in the just have that person put in the account or put in the attack commands, and just have everybody else just play and figure out their own strategy or how they want to do stuff. This would definitely be like a fun, I want to say like a Saturday day killer in a way. I know that there was a way I was able to get um all of them to set or unset at one time, and I can't think how I did that. Oh, it'll come to me at some point. Or I'll be stupid and just look it up. All that just to get a dungeon, and now we're probably gonna get lost. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that's what happens when you equip a water dungeon onto a fire user. They become a swordsman. Though I will admit, I love like the attention to detail that they have in this game. The backgrounds, though, when you're in battle, do look kind of weak in comparison, but they're not bad, to say the least. Oh no, faster than she is. Ooh, that's a first. Hmm, that won't last forever. Oh yeah, here we go. Like I said, I'm getting to the point where it's getting to the end game here. Now, there's two different ways you can do this. You can either get the fun little scene where, at this point, it'd be Tyler will just pop out, kick the sign, and get pissed off, or you could hit that log with the force psi energy. I'm doing it this way. And you still have to do it with the force psi energy anyway. Because there was, usually when you did the one way, he usually popped out and he kicked the sign, and then that would cause the rock to fall. Hmm, that's a nice ice crater. Yeah, this will be fun explaining this to the residents. I'm really sorry about the hole I put in your floor. Any chance you could forgive me? Oh, there we go. That's how I did. Okay. See, I knew I would remember how to do it. Yeah, I have to do R and then select. And now the Hydro statue. Alright, let's do this. Granite, come to me. This will be fun. That's some decent damage to start off with. Yeah, this animation was a lot better in Dark Dawn. There were when the they got the DS upgrade. Dark Dawn definitely brought a lot more to the table, especially for the summons. This one too. Hit with Volcano. See if we can't put it to sleep. And we need some healing. We need some healing. White Mage, get to it. Nope, didn't work. No. Okay, we need to do some serious healing or we're going to lose some people here. I'm sure you get this sort of thing all the time. No, not as often as you think. I mean, we've battled yeah, by an ancient force unlike anything you've ever seen. There we go. Now we have the lifting gem. I should be able to actually use retreat here. Sorry, I looked down at my leg and I saw that I had like something crawling on my leg. And it's an ant. Just an ant. Need to go heal people. We're all half dead. And once again, nobody died. I was shocked at that yesterday, and I'm even more shocked at it today. But once again, nobody died. Again. Again, mind you, nobody died. We've had a couple really close calls, but well, Andy was a really, really, really close call this time. They really make it so that you have to like investigate everything. Oh wait, I gotta go back. Damn it. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Yeah, there's a spot I gotta go back to. Which one was it? I think it was the second one, right? Second one that I have to go back to. Yes. But there's no escape. Alright. Sure, I remember where that is now. So I remember saying, nope, can't come back here. I need the lift psi energy. I will be pissed if I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Get out of the way, rat. I swear I'm going the wrong way, and I will be pissed off if I am, because I'm wasting time. It's not like I'm trying to run for like a speed run or anything. This is part 4 of a freaking game series, so yeah, no. Alright, the one split, I'm just gonna attack them all. By the way, that's a really cool thing if you're trying to um gain levels in this game. If you come up If you go up against the slime beasts or the ooze things, they actually can. Wait, I'm faster than you now? Oh, that's a first. But they can actually, yeah, they can do that. They can multiply. I didn't think I was faster than you. No, this isn't the right way. This isn't the right way. I am going the wrong way. Damn it. 'Cause I remember saying, oh no, I can't go this way because I don't have the lift psi energy. And I don't think it was that first spot. And I can't just like go back through and say, oh well, here, let me just go and get. This is in a wait, is there a room? First cave, right? It was the first cave. By the way, no offense to the wonderful people that built this village, but you people cannot build crap. Oh my god, you can't build shit. Oh, this isn't it, 'cause there's only... Yeah, I only went to there. So what was the second one? Or was it the third? Even now I am confused. I want to say it was the second one, though. I want to say it was this one. Yet I don't remember it being this one. Yeah, got a nut. Great. We got a nut. We got a nut. We got a nut. Sorry, I have nothing to say. I have nothing positive to say about that. We got a nut. Nope, I got nothing. It's almost midnight. You know, the downside is that right now in my head, that stupid song "Just Around the Riverbend" has been playing nonstop in my head right now from Pocahontas, and now I'm like, oh, why? Like, I'm not even joking. It has been just nonstop in my head, and I'm hearing this all because I said yes. Yep, this was it. All because I stupidly said, just around the river or just south of the river. And now I'm thinking, now it's all of a sudden, once around the river bend is just stuck in my head. And I'm like, no, I don't want it in my head. Get it out of my head. Get it out of my head. There we go. All of that for a cookie. All that for a cookie. I did all that work for a cookie. I did all that work for a cookie. I want a cookie. I've been a good girl. I want a cookie. All that work for a cookie. I love that. All that work for a cookie. All right, now we're good to go. About freaking time. All right. Goodbye. Once we lift this up, we are out of here. All right. Once I get into the proper alignment and lift it up, we are out of here. Then we have to double back and save what's his name because we should. It's the right thing. It's the honorable thing to do. Am I kidding? Am I kidding? Honor? Honor? I want to see there's a reward. Alright, now I'm just gonna kill you both. I see. I was gonna let you both live. I was gonna be nice and say, no, no, you deserve life. You deserve to live. I think my coworker yesterday kept asking me weirdest what if questions, and one of them came down to like, what if baby Hitler? And that just got him going for the rest of his shift. He was just picturing the character he had just created now in his head. Ugh, I hate these veils. They're not even really that good unless you have like really high HP. And even then, it only recovers like 500 points of it. I don't think I've ever had my hit points up that high in any of these games. Hey, I'm finally outside the stupid temple. Oh my god. So that's how you finally get out of this nightmare. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything in this one small section of a room. So I remember that that the pathway branched off like in 3 different directions. Yeah. All right. I'll take the route on the left, take the route on the right. Take the route on the left, and you take the route on the right. Oh, the one ran away. How cute. All right, it's just dead end. So one way was a dead end, one way was to a really crappy prize, and the other way was for absolutely positively nothing. Did I ever mention how great the level design is in this game? Each section just feels like you have no idea what. Oh, yeah, I need the reveal synergy. Crap, I can't help you yet. Oh, I forgot I need reveal. Ugh, I hate this. Yes, meditation works wonders. What? impure thoughts he's going, he's hungry. Yes. He sees he's hungry. You're like, I sense impure thoughts from the man next to me. His resolve is weak. He's hungry. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I'm hungry too. Oh, come on. There aren't weapon people in this town. Bull crap. Oh my god, there aren't. Well, that would make sense. I mean, the healer is right by the gate here. Oh, great. This is the temple from hell. Yep. Your sister, so there's that. You control the power of wind! So unless you're an airbender, it would make me an earthbender, Tyler the firebender, and Zenny the waterbender. We're an Avatar team! You're Aang! I'm Toph, that's Zuko, and there's Katara! I love that. Yes, because in the Lost Age, Sheba's the only one that can do it. And in Dark Dawn, it's Ivan's daughter that can do it. Because Jupiter will know when it's ascending? uh, at least this isn't as drawn out as the conversation in the Lost Age, where you literally spend like 10 to 15 minutes on one conversation. And it's annoying. Yeah, and the ironic part is, if I remember correctly, we had to go to Ayers Rock in the Lost Age to learn it for Sheba. I'm gonna be screwed in game 3. No one's gonna see me. It's all right. So that's what bothers me with this trilogy so far. So the first game, he's an anti-hero. In the second game, he's the protagonist, and in the third game, he's like a fart in the wind. He vanished. Because you need to use the oases to cool you down, or you just take damage. Because fire, hot, Mars fire, we got it. It'll also help you find ant lions for some good experience points. Yes, it's something that you see that your mind is telling you is real, but it isn't. Like if you're wandering in the desert and you all of a sudden see a figure in the distance that kind of looks like, let's say, your dead grandma, it's a mirage. I am unsure that this exponential bullshit I'm dropping will work. That's right, folks. We don't know. Now, to be fair, we had to go through an entire statue infested town to get here. How the hell did you get here so fast? No, no. I want to know how did she dig an underground tunnel? Did she fly on her magic carpet? How did you get here? We had to go through the temple town of hell. You see, this is the point when I just left and never came back the first time, which I regretted. Like seriously, I did regret it. You came through the mine after we clear it out. You came through the mine. I can't believe you. Gems fall from the sky. I'm rich, Conk. I can see things that aren't here. I'm sorry. That is the stupid. The energy stone. Oh my god, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And this may work after all. What about Sue? Oh, don't worry. We'll go save your beloved. What? Yeah, we'll go. We'll take care of it. Give us a minute. Master Hama, what about reveal? Oh, right. I had completely forgotten. I was too caught up with trying to get my student laid. Now, in all fairness, if it was this easy to pass on powers in this series, we would not have the trials and tribulations of the next game. And like I said, this is the point when I turned left. Like, face it, I turned right for Albuquerque at this point. Because there's a Minocore. I don't feel like taking on the Minocore tonight. And like I said, just I went for the desert. I forgot all. I didn't even think about his poor sorry butt. But let's go save him. We'll make that the last thing we do tonight. Oh yeah, there is something over here. We can use this to test our reveal psi energy, which I will. There we go. There's a treasure box. If I remember, I had a water of life. Yay! Something we're actually going to need. Notice no weapons. No, it is definitely a peaceful village. There's no weapons. But this boulder, I cannot move. Oh, here, get out of the way. Let a real woman handle this. That's not what I wanted. Too far away. Nope. You have to get the right angle with this one because of his fat, sorry hide. You can't exactly. Damn it! You mind sucking it in a little bit? There we go. How about instead of asking if I lifted the boulder, you pull the fat piece of shit out of the way? Halfway out? Oh yeah, sure. I'm just holding a 5-ton boulder up with my mind. Take your dear sweet time, ladies. No, you wanted us to go into the desert. We find out in the second game. She's your sister. We know. Those of us that have played all three of the games know. Don't really care either. All right, and that's where we're cutting it on this episode because I'm tired and sleepy, and I don't really feel like playing anymore. At least anymore tonight. Because plus my battery is running low, and I really don't want to keep going. We went through a lot tonight. We took on some statues. We saved a fat piece of crap from a boulder. There's like nothing good else to say about that. But yeah, that's where we're gonna cut it though for tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in for part 4 of the Golden Sun playthrough. Next time will be part 5, where we take on the desert from hell, the sand lions. Oh, sorry, I think they were ant lions and the Minotaur. And then we get to go to Calais and have some wine and cheese. All right, until next time, everybody, I am bowing out. Bye.